Tottenham have a lot of great talents in his team, from Destiny Udogie to Dejan Kulusevski, from Pedro Porro to Alfie Devine. But there is one guy that I'm more excited about, and that guy is Pape Matar Sarr. I honestly can't wait to see the progression and the development of this young player. I think that we have in our hands one of the best future midfielders in the world. And I'm so excited to see him finally playing in a system that will suit his characteristic, the Ange one. It was clear since the first day that Pape Matar Sarr was a special young player. At 18 years old, he was making the difference in the Ligue 1, dominating the midfield, able to carry the ball, to progress the ball with the passes, to score, to shoot from outside of the box, incredible ball striking ability, able to be the physical presence in midfield. The sky was the limit for this guy. Paratici did an absolute masterclass to get this guy to play for Tottenham Hotspur. Unfortunately though, we didn't see yet the full potential of Pape Matar Sarr. After we brought him, we immediately sent him back to Metz and unfortunately didn't find the same kind of minutes that he was getting the season before. After that loan spell, he was integrated with the Tottenham first team, but unfortunately under Antonio Conte was a very difficult environment for a young player like Pape Matar Sarr. Conte played a very rigid system, a 3-4-3 with two holding midfielders, and Pape Matar Sarr was not the perfect fit for that role. Obviously Conte was preferring Højbjerg and Bentancur in that central position. And when one of the two players were not available, he was preferring Oliver Skip to Pape Matar Sarr. So unfortunately Pape Matar Sarr was used as the fourth option in our midfield last season. Antonio Conte was a very pragmatic manager, and for that reason he always went for the more defensive choice, the one that was giving to him more assurance in terms of stability. Pape Matar Sarr needed to adapt to a midfield too that was very tough to play, especially for someone of that age. But at the same time, every time that he was on the pitch, he never disappointed. The standout performance last season was against AC Milan, away at San Siro in the knockout stage of the Champions League. Huge pressure from him, obviously this is a huge stage for a guy of that age, but he didn't care. And this shows to you the type of personality that Pape Matar Sarr have. For all the game he never looked shy, he was always asking for the ball, trying to find the vertical pass, trying to be aggressive every time, and he showed to everyone all his characteristics and all his qualities. He didn't find continuity after that game, and that was a huge shame, because I think that he deserved to play a little bit more. But unfortunately, as we were saying before, the system of Antonio Conte wasn't the perfect one to introduce Pape Matar Sarr to Premier League and to Tottenham Hotspur. However, now with Ange Postecoglou, things will go completely different. Ange prefers to play with the midfield 3, and I think that the midfield 3 will help a lot Pape Matar Sarr to get more minutes and to get more and more comfortable with the Premier League and with Tottenham Hotspur. We all know that Ange Postecoglou will play with two number 8 in his midfield, and we know what he wants from that midfield. He wants a midfield that is able to progress the ball, a midfield that is able to press, a midfield that is able to create chances. And if you look at our option, there is no one better in terms of characteristic than Pape Matar Sarr. He's dynamic, he can score, he can assist, he can shoot from outside of the box, and most importantly, he's a pressing machine. This guy never stops. You have the physique and the endurance to do that for 90 minutes straight. So I think that in terms of potential, he is the perfect fit. Obviously, he's still very young, so we can't expect him to be the end product. He needs to learn, he needs to progress, and he needs to develop a lot more. But if you think about the potential, he is absolutely perfect for what we want. With Højbjerg probably leaving the club, he will have even more space to prove himself into the highest level. He needs to be involved more and more into the first team action, because we have a huge talent in our hands and it would be criminal to not use him properly. But I'm sure that Ange Postecoglou will use him properly and will give to him a lot of minutes. When you hear Ange speaking about Pape Matar Sarr, you can feel how much he trusts the guy and how much he wants to develop a talent of that caliber. This fills me with a lot of confidence for next season. I think that if we have a confident and healthy Pape Matar Sarr for all next season, I think that our problems in midfield will be solved. It will give to us that dynamic side that we lacked so much in the end of the last season after the Bentancur injury. And on top of that, it will give to us the technical side that we need from the number 8 that Ange Postecoglou wants. It reminds me a lot of Yaya Touré in terms of characteristic, and this will give to you the impression of how good this guy can become. He has been awarded as the Young African Player of the Year for a reason, but we need to take care of his development. We need to take care of a young player like Pape Matar Sarr, and I think that Ange Postecoglou is the right profile to do that. We're absolutely lucky to be able to witness the progress and the development of a future star like him. I really struggle to see a scenario where Pape Matar Sarr will not be a key part of our team in the future. This is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, a comment or a subscribe, that I will really appreciate that.